Ball Fan, located on Stone Drive in Kingsport.
We're back just about a minute and a half away from the start of the second half, Mark. Devils trail by 7 here, 31-24. One of the first times in, a game or two since the Devils have trailed.
Yeah,
at half.
It has been, and I don't know that they've been down by 7, have they?
No, I don't know if they trailed by that many at the half. I'd have to go back and look at the books. But Gate City has been, I think, a pretty good second half team all year. You and I were sitting here talking. It's just like the Devils are off just a fraction of a second, trying to force things, maybe just a fraction of a second too early.
Looks like they're trying to push the pace up a little bit. They're trying to do some things. I think.
Go inside the Shreve.
Golly.
They doing everything but killing him, ain't they?
You know what?
Blue Devils trying to run a little clock here, really. McDonald, Shreve. Shiflett finally reaches, and I think the officials finally think we got to blow something, don't you?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's Shiflett's third, and that's the 10th foul.
Shreve's needing a blow, too. He's worn out. He's been beat to death.
Nathan Shreve steps back to the free throw line, this time to shoot 2. So far, Nathan is 3 for 4 at the free throw line. Substitutes wanted to come in, but they can't come in until the second free throw here. Shreve puts it up short. Yeah, I believe he is worn out.
He's worn out. They beat him to death.
Nathan's free throw didn't even get to the rim.
No, I saw him ask for some relief out there.
Second free throw by Shreve. This one is good. Devils lead by 3 with 1:28 to go on the third. Jones checks into the lineup to replace Nathan Shreve.
Nathan may be hurting a little bit. I see Doc Loggins going over to the doctor somewhere.
Look at his knee or his ankle.
Yeah. I think when he got mauled down there a while ago.
Thea brings it in front court now, guarded by Worley. Johnson guarded by Jones. Drives. Kicks it off. Colabro steals on a deflection to Jones.
Thanks some quick hands by Nick Colabro. Some heads-up play.
Finally, Colabro gets it in front court. Gets it back out front to McDonald. Devils hurting for a little ball handling right here with Peters and Shreve on the bench.
I got to agree with you.
Trying to run a little clock. McDonald drives. Kicks it back to Jones. Drives to the free throw line. Back out front to Houseright. Blue Devils try to look to McDonald here, I would think, to go for a shot. Long pass, dangerous pass from McDonald to Worley. Down to 22 seconds to go in the third quarter. McDonald guarded by Rutledge. No count here. Now the count starts as he's within 3 feet. McDonald drives, spins, loses the ball. The 4. Man, and McDonald deflects it out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. You know, Tony McDonald has slipped a lot tonight. But I think...
what's this? Little shove by Lewis down here, too.
He shoved McDonald?
Yeah. A little talking going on out there.
Shreve checks into the lineup to replace Worley, who gave the Blue Devils some valuable minutes there on defense.
Real valuable. I got to tell you.
The officials now are talking to McDonald. And I hope they talked to Lewis too, did he?
I don't know where he did or not. If he didn't, he should have. I've seen Lewis and Haley both seem to be talking quite a bit to McDonald.
Villa gets the ball to Rutledge, drives, puts it up, no good. The rebound is no good, and Haley wants to do a little talking too, looks like.
Yeah, he has been. I've noticed it earlier now. Blue Devils still lead by 3 going into the 4th and final period of this state championship playoff action.
By a score of 41-38.
What's sir?
We need any spots here?
Oh, just read them.
Oh, okay.
I was giving you time to do some figuring there if you need to do some math.
Blue Devils scored 17 points in that third quarter to 7 points put up by the Spartans. So a good third quarter for the Blue Devils. Now they've got to try to build on that and increase that margin as they play the 4th and final quarter here in the state championship, AA state championship game at Norfolk, VA. The Scope in Norfolk, Virginia.
Norfolk Scope. As many times as I hope that we come back to the state final playoff action again, I hope it's never here, right? I hope we don't come back to the Scope.
I agree with you 100%.
I know. I hate to be whiny, but I tell you what, it wouldn't bother me if we never had to come back here and play.
Salem gets the ball into Big Haley. He misses the layup, and Housewright pulls the rebound down for the Blue Devils. McDonald gets it to Jones. Corner to Colabro. Looks. Back out front to Housewright. To McDonald. Got to make good passes here. Colabro guarded by Haley. Gets it to Housewright. Back out to Jones. We go inside to McDonald. Drives. Misses the layup. And Shreve goes after the rebound and draws a foul.
Gosh.
That'll be Shreve's second foul. And the 16th foul on the Blue Devils.
Tony just barely missed that layup. Thought he had it.
You got to figure Tony McDonald's tired too. He's not set out very much here since Peters picked up his 4th foul.
Well, we really can't afford for him to sit out. What we got here?
Deflection here by Colabro is going to be called for a foul as he went to deflect the inbound. The pass. That's going to put Travis Hale at the line to shoot 1+1. Colabro's second, Blue Devils 7th. Hale, who has a field goal in the action so far tonight, will be at the free throw line to shoot 1+. Free throw by Hale is no good. Rebounded by McDonald. To Shreve. Guarded by Shiflett. Double team. Gets it to McDonald. Finally in front court. They reach. McDonald goes inside to Housewright, and Housewright goes up to shoot and is fouled on the play, this time by Rutledge, I think.
That'll be 4 on Rutledge, won't it?
Well, I got to see.
Is that Rutledge?
I think it's Rutledge.
No, it's 44.
It's on 44.
Yeah,
That's Hale. That's 4 on him.
That's what I thought it was 44. I knew it. I didn't know his name. I didn't know anything.
We know we both got a bad cold, though. Housewright's free throw short. Blue Devils continue to have free throw shooting problems in the second half.
Man, I tell you.
As they have been at the free throw line already, Mark. I'll count them here at the first chance I get, but
Salem brings beef back into the lineup with
second free throw by Housewright is good. Devils up by 4. 6:42 to go in the ball game. We look inside, this time the big Lewis. Rutledge out front, guarded by Weininger. Rutledge spins, and he's going to be fouled on the play, I guess, by Weininger. That'll be Eric's first. Blue Devils 8. Well, this is going to turn into a free throw shooting contest.
Very well could from here on out, couldn't it?
Yeah, Rutledge will be at the line to shoot 1+1. Free throw by Rutledge is no good, and McDonald rebound. So, Salem having a little trouble shooting free throw. Shreve almost loses control, gets double teamed. Now get the ball to Weininger, to Jones. Blue Devils trying to kill a little clock here. Jones has the ball slapped, but is able to retrieve it. McDonald has it stolen by Rutledge. Drive. Lays it up and in.
Back to a 2-point ball game. Timeout, Salem.
They got to get Peters in there for his ball handling ability.
He's coming back in. 42-40. Blue Devils still lead by 2. 6 minutes and a lot of basketball left to go in the fourth period.
Rutledge has been the killer tonight for Salem. The Devils have held Big Haley to a total of 8 points, but Rutledge has 15 points in the game. He's the leading scorer for Salem.
Yeah, he is.
As if I just look up at this big scoreboard, I can see it and would have to count them up with it.
The only thing bigger than that scoreboard they could put in here would be the blimp.
I just can't get used to looking at a scoreboard like that. That's great. I wish every gym could have one.
Well, we got this opportunity, Larry. Let's say, again, a special thanks to Mitch Taylor, who actually didn't help, who actually made all of our reservations and accommodations up here in Norfolk. The accommodations, they've been wonderful. We've had a good place to stay, and everything's went very smooth, and all of our press passes lined up. And I want to thank Mitch for the job he does for Channel 30 and for you and I and Clayton.
Yeah, we really have to give Mitch a pat on the back, because it has not been an easy place for a lot of people to find good accommodation. Blue Devils ball. McDonald gets it into Peters, who's back in the game. Peters guarded, finally looks, and Blue Devils still not in front court. Now they get it in front court. Shreve, Housewright, Seaver, McDonald, Peters in the game for the Blue Devils. Seaver got to do something to the ball for the 5-second count. They finally get it to Peters, to Housewright. Loose ball. Finally, Blue Devils pick it up with Seaver. Gate City getting too many people in the same area.
Yeah.
Walk. A travel call this time on Shreve. Blue Devils have gone kind of into a stall offense here, Mark.
Too much time.
Yeah, they're too much time against a team with this much quickness.
Yeah, it's a 2-point lead, too.
Yeah. I think he did that a lot because Peters was on the bench in foul trouble, but Johnson guarded by Peters with 4. Rutledge drives, gives it to big Lewis inside, and he goes up and puts it in. Ties the game at 42. McDonald, front court, has the ball tipped away, but Shreve's able to get it. They get it to Housewright. to McDonald to free throw line. Walks, no call, spins, puts it in. Tony McDonald with his 14th point of the game. Rutledge at the free throw line puts it up short.
Air ball.
And it's going to be the Blue Devils ball.
That's one of the few mistakes he's made tonight.
Coming back into the lineup for the Blue Devils is going to be Colabro to replace McDonald. Here to give McDonald some rest as Coach Irvin is scrambling to try to get his players as much rest as possible here as Housewright looks, gets it into Peters, guarded by Shiflett. Chris dribbles, tries to get it in front court, finally does. Now gets it across court to Housewright. Fakes the three. Colabro stands. Now dribble. Now has the ball tied up, and it's going to be Gate City's ball on the alternate possession, but you can't stand it. This team is too quick. They'll come to you and double team.
Yeah, you got to move the ball. Yeah, but you got.
Well, get it into Housewright. Receiver drives on the big guy, has the ball clipped out of his hands, and Salem comes up with a loose ball. They use a lot of hands. Shot taken, foul call on the play. This one's going to be on Housewright, and that'll be 4 on Housewright. Shot was taken by Villa. He saw an opening, took it to the hole.
Yeah, it was a good move.
That's the 9th team foul on the Blue Devils, so from here on out, Salem will be shooting 2. Villa so far tonight is 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Puts this one up and misses.
Well, you're right. Salem having a little trouble from the free throw line they have so far.
Yeah, they have only hit 3 out of 7 in the second half.
McDonald back in the game for Seaver.
Second free throw for Villa. This one is no good. Rebounded by McDonald. Ball tipped, saved by Colabro, and finally tipped out of bounds by Johnson.
Got them quick hands, quick feet, don't they?
Yeah, boy. Well, you got to put some steam on your passes, and you got to go get the ball. You can't wait for it to come to you. You got to go get it. If you have to take a step toward the guy that's passing it to you, then that's what you got to do. You got all kinds of bodies on the floor here. Peters
has getting mugged down here.
We have a foul down here called on who?
Shreve, and that's bull. I got to tell you, Larry, I'm sorry, but that's just bull. This kid had Shreve on the floor mugging him.
So Nathan Shreve picks up his 3rd.
Golly.
So I was watching the ball, and what was going on here?
Well, he and Nathan went down, but this guy tied Nathan up on the floor. Had him pinned.
Johnson now will be at the free throw line to shoot 2 here, as that was the 10th foul on the Blue Devils. Johnson's free throw is no good. So this half, they're 3 for 8 from the free throw line. Johnson's second free throw is good.
1 point game.
Cuts the Devils lead to 1. Peters, guarded by Johnson, a lot of hands allowed. Stops his dribble, gets it to McDonald. Ball in front court to Jones. They reach. Knock him out of bounds almost.
Golly.
And Jones has to call timeout.
3 minutes, 11 seconds to go.
With 3:11 to go. It'll be a full timeout as Colabro went to look to give the referee the sign for the 20, and he shook his head and said, no, you're going to take a full.
My goodness.
A lot of hands allowed here, Mark. Has been, I think, a lot in this whole ball game, but now when it gets down to clutch time, looks like they're allowing even more than he did before. As Jones has almost forced out of bounds.
Well, yeah, almost, huh? 44-43. I could have got some sponsorships read right there, but I'll have time. There'll be several timeouts from here on in, I think.
3:11 to go in the ball game. The Group AA State Championship game. Blue Devils hanging on to a 1-point lead at 44-43. Both teams with 10 fouls. Both teams be shooting 2 free throws on every common foul. Colorado looks, gets it into finally the house rack. Now to Peters. Peters drives, pulls up, he turned it over. That's a good call. He did turn it over.
I thought he did too. I was hoping he didn't, but I thought he did.
I was hoping the official let it go like some of the other things, but he didn't. So now Salem, with a little momentum here, has a chance to pull ahead of the Blue Devils. Shiflett has the ball. Drives inside. Lays it up. No good. They get the rebound and put back up and in by Brown. His first 2 points of the game. Puts Salem ahead. Foul call here, I think, on Villa. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, it is Villa.
That'll be his second. That'll send Chris Peters to the line to shoot 2. Peters with a chance to put the Devils back on top here. Peters with 15 points tonight. At 12 in the first half, only 3 in the second half on 1 3-pointer. 2:45 to go as Chris Peters steps to the free throw line. His free throw is good. Ties the score at 45.
Justin Seaver comes back into the game along with Nathan Shreve.
Chris Peters could put the Blue Devils up by 1 here if he hits this free throw. Shoots, hit. Devils lead 46-45. 2:43 to go in the game. Villa guarded on top by Peters.
Now Peters can't afford to get too close.
Rutledge drives, puts up a runner in front, good. Seaver gets the ball to Shreve. They try to steal. Blue Devils still in trouble. We'll have to get it in front court here pretty quick. And we have a blocking foul. Now it's getting tight, isn't it?
Getting a little tight.
Called on.
Getting a little tight. That'll be his fourth.
Shiflett, yeah, that'll be his fourth.
Getting a little tight.
So far in this fourth quarter, Salem has outscored the Blue Devils 7-5. Shreve's free throw, short. Nathan with a chance to tie it up with 2:17 to go. Second free throw rolls in. Score tied at 47. 2:15 to go in the game. Ball thrown away by Villa. Tip behind by Shreve. Out of Shreve's hands, and Villa comes up with it. Now Salem on a run out in front court. Shot taken, made, and a foul called on the play. Shots made by Shiflett, his second field goal of the game. The foul is on Seaver, his first. So Salem takes a 2-point lead here with 2:01 to go and could increase it to 3 as Shiflett will be at the free throw line. Blue Devils that time with control of the ball. Trying to do a little too much, I think. Shiflett's free throw is no good, rebounded by Houserack. Devils trail by 2, 49-47, 1:55 to go. Peters. Devils haven't hit a field goal
in some time.
One field goal in this quarter by McDonald. Shreve to McDonald. Drives. Goes into the corner. Drives. Baseline. And a foul called as McDonald drives to the bucket. Foul's called on Rutledge. Only his second.
Okay, Tony with a chance to tie this ball game back up.
Free throw by McDonald was good. Second free throw upcoming. McDonald so far is 7 for 8 at the free throw line. This one is also good.
Tie ball game, 49-49. Under 1:30 left to play.
Long pass brought down finally by. Shot taken this time by Haley. Blocking foul called on McDonald. As Tony
That's
never
Tony's
had a
first
chance.
foul.
Yeah, he never had a chance to get set that time.
No.
But it did keep Haley from making the bucket. And make him go to the free throw line and hit the shot. Haley so far is 2 for 3 at the free throw line. Score tied, 49-49, 1:25 to go. Haley's free throw is good. Salem leads 50-49. Haley with 9 points in the game. Second free throw by Haley is no good. Rebounded by McDonald. And an offensive foul call on McDonald. 1:20 to go. As McDonald was being pressured from the side, that's chicken. He tried to draw the foul, really.
I'm going to tell you, that's about a week of calls I've seen right there.
That's chicken. Now, Salem with a 1-point lead and 1 minute and 16 seconds to go can run the clock out. Ball tipped, deflected, pulled back down by Salem. As they spread the floor here and will look for a rebound with for a layup here. Foul call here on Shreve.
No, it's on Seaver.
I don't mean on Seaver. I'm sorry. That'll send Brown to the line. That may not be a bad.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Brown has not shot a free throw so far tonight. But he'll be shooting 2 here. To give his team a 3-point lead. Free throw by Brown. Good. 55.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Second one is also good. Devils trail by 3. Timeout called by Salem.
Salem takes a timeout. 55.2 seconds left to go in this contest. We'll tell you, Gate City State Championship playoff action from the Scope in Norfolk. Brought to you by Fantastic Sports, by Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, Geo Jeep and Eagle, by Weber City Drug Center, State Line Graphics, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Magnolia Place, Photogenius, and Doc Whitley Nationwide Insurance. And a special thanks once again to all those sponsors who has helped Cablevision Channel 30 bring you Gate City Blue Devil basketball throughout this entire season.
Blue Devils, Mark, have only scored 8 points in the fourth quarter.
It's been a pretty weak fourth quarter from the floor.
Salem has scored 13. They get the ball into house right. McDonald dribbles, gets double teamed in backcourt, get it to Peters in front court. To McDonald, drives down the lane, stops from in front, puts it in. McDonald cuts it down to a 1-point lead.
So let's get a technical here. I'd like to see that.
Blue Devils play tough defense. Shiflett gets the ball, front court. Salem controlling as the Devils tried to foul and couldn't. A turnover by Rutledge. Throws the ball out of bounds. Gives the Devils a chance with 19 seconds to go.
19 seconds. Devils needing some kind of a score.
House right to inbound here. A big play for the Devils. Gets it into McDonald. Drives down the sideline. Spins from in front. Kicks it to House right in the corner.
Oh, no.
Ball thrown away. As the ball is intercepted. That time on a long pass. Interception was by Brown. As the Blue Devils again try to throw a pass across court, and you can't do it against this team that has too much quickness. So now the Devils have only chance they have is to be able to foul right here, Mark, before the ball comes in. As the Blue Devils had a grand opportunity with 19 seconds to go.
Yeah, real good opportunity.
Of the ball.
In possession of the ball, just needed to get some kind of workaround, get some kind of shot.
Blue Devils will have to play tough pressure defense here. Salem with possession of the ball and owning a 1-point lead with 9.6 seconds to go. I believe they ran a run-out play here the other day, Salem did, in that game, where they sent a man deep on this same type thing.
And we're going to again.
Rutledge looks. Now they got a man wide open that's going to drive and dunk it with 0.3 seconds to go. Clock never stopped.
Never did stop.
Never stopped. Salem goes ahead by a score of 54-51. Who was it? Haley?
That was Haley.
That ducked it. So the clock continued to run as Haley dunked the ball.
Yeah, clock never did stop.
Salem leads by 3, 54-51. In grand shape here to take home the Group AA state championship as I thought they ran that play the other day. They sent a man deep on that inbounds play and hit him, or at least hit the man inbounds and then hit him, and he's wide open for a layup.
Yeah, Blue Devils have done a good job there, really all night too. Had some turnovers, just not able to get the ball in the bucket in this fourth quarter. That's killer.
Yeah, it has been a killer. Gate City only has 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. They haven't taken a good shot in some time. They've lost the ball or either been to the free throw line shooting free throw. So it's going to be the Blue Devils ball with 0.8 of a second to go, and
needing a three-pointer.
Need a three-pointer, so it's going to be a catch-and-shoot deal. As Housewright will throw it in. Looks, long pass in front court. That's tipped up and out of bounds, and Salem has defeated Gate City by a score of 54-51 to win the Group AA state championship here at the Scope in Norfolk, Virginia. So the Blue Devils with a grand opportunity with 19 seconds to go and in control of the ball and down by 1 with a chance to win the ball game, and had a costly turnover that gave Salem the ball.
Yeah, really, you can't really say that's what lost the ball game.
No.
Right? What came at a costly time. What lost the ball game was we just didn't get the ball in the hoop in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Salem turned up the defensive pressure, I thought, And I think we got tired, Mark. I think we really got tired. We lost.
It seemed like we did. But look, better to have had the opportunity to play and lost than never had the opportunity at all. And
I agree.
It's been a long, Blue Devils have been away from home since Wednesday. It's been a long trip, and it's been it's hard to come this far and play 2 days in a row and stay focused. Done an excellent job.
Well, they have done an excellent job. Only 3 seniors on this team. You hate to see it, Mark, for those 3 seniors, for Eric Weiniger, for Aaron Noe, for Chris Peters, who has been such an instrumental ball player in the Blue Devils' success this year.
Yeah, really, it
probably is the leading scorer, really, of Gate City.
We'll have the presentations of the trophies, both individual and team trophies, as the Blue Devils finish runner-up in the state tournament to the Salem Spartans.
I'm figuring up some totals there, Mark, for you. The guy that saved the ball game for Salem was Reggie Brown.
He really did. He made 2 big free throws at a key time.
And he also had a big bucket in the 4th quarter at a key time. And a big steal. He was the man that stole the ball.
Was he the man that made the steal?
Yep, sure was. An unused player. I mean, a player that hadn't been used very much, but he came away with 4 big points in the 4th quarter plus a big steal.
Well, it doesn't matter how long your season's been and how much success you've had, Larry, when it comes down to this game, this tournament, this time of year. I know for the Blue Devils, it seems like right at this particular moment, it's a pretty hollow feeling. It feels like you've played your whole season and you didn't accomplish what you set out to do. And in a lot of respects, that's true. And I know it's a hollow feeling right now, but when they have time to sit back and reflect on all they did accomplish this season, being the first Gate City team to come to the final game, to the state championship game, I think they're going to feel better about what they did here tonight.
Oh, I think you're right, Mark, without a doubt. I mean, it's like you said, when you right now, I mean, if you don't feel hurt right now, you never did need to play the game.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Hurting's supposed to lose.
Hey,
I mean, losing's supposed to hurt.
Yeah.
Hurting's supposed to lose.
no, losing is supposed to hurt. If you care about the game, you care anything, and not just particularly this game, any game you participate in. If you're competitive and your heart's true in being out there and working to get to this pinnacle of success, it's going to hurt. And like you say, it should. Blue Devils certainly are. That bunch of boys down there are certainly a class act squad.
I'm trying to count up the free throws here, Mark. Looks by my count we shot 29. Let's see how many we made. Made 19 out of 29, which is a pretty good percentage.
That's better, much better than we've been.
That's almost that's about 66%.
Well, we felt like coming into the game that free throws was something we would have to improve on tonight to help stay in the game with Salem. We did that. I don't guess that really any of us probably thought that the Blue Devils would not be able to get the ball in the bucket in the 4th quarter.
Right.
But like I said, it's I hope we see the Blue Devils, and I hope you and I are able to be a part of it for many, many more years, and then we're back to the Final Four and back into finals many more times, year after year. But I certainly hope that they go somewhere besides Norfolk, Virginia.
Oh, I do too.
Now, this is my first trip ever to this area, and I wouldn't care if it's my last. Of course, I could stay at home, I guess.
Oh, no. Well, I've never had it that way. Salem shot 15 free throws and only hit 7, so they were under 50%. But Devils went to the line many times more. Well, they went to the line 14 times more than Salem did. And really, Mark, in the third and fourth quarter, free throws was all that kept Gate City in the ball game. As in the third quarter, well, the last half of the ball game, Gate City only had
Assistant Coach Hugh Gunsey.
5 field goals.
5 field goals.
In the last half of the game. And
hard to get it done with that.
It is. It's very hard to get it done with that. The Devils were outscored in the first quarter by Salem to a count of 17-15. Salem scored 14 points in the second quarter to the Blue Devils 9 to take a 31-24 halftime lead. Blue Devils came out with a real strong third quarter and outscored Salem by 10, 17-7. But I believe that third quarter and all the energy that the Blue Devils had to put forth may have taken the steam out.
They expended a tremendous amount of energy in the third quarter.
And then Salem came back in the fourth quarter and outscored the Blue Devils 16-10 for a final score of 54-51 to win the Group AA state championship, as Salem now is being presented their state championship awards for the individual players, and will be presented the state tournament trophy as the champion. Mark, it's been a good year for the Blue Devils. Like you said a while ago, it's the first time a Gate City Blue Devil team ever got to this point. And they surely represented themselves well by coming, a 3-point loss to a Salem team that had, to be honest, a lot more athletic ability.
Yeah, I tell you, give Coach Irvin and his crew a lot of credit. Like I said, this Gate City Blue Devil basketball team is a class act. They're a class bunch of kids. They represent their school well. They represent their parents and community well, and they're going to be back. We're going to be back into this thing. We've got a lot of young players out there that are going to be able to step up next year and help us out. Going to have a lot of experience. It's going to be tough when you lose players like Chris Peters and Eric Weiniger and Aaron Noe. It's tough to lose good senior leadership like that. And those guys provide that good senior leadership all year. And I think you touched on a real key point to the game, to the playoff action, is they've played more as a team.
Right.
Since they got into the postseason, I think there's been a lot of team play, and generally that kind of stuff comes from senior leadership.
Oh, it does. It does. And the Devils have had great senior leadership all year. And, Tony McDonald next year will be a senior. I thought Tony grew up a lot this year, Mark, as a young man, as a basketball player and as a young man.
Yeah. Tony's just been phenomenal all year. And if we go down the line and start trying to name what everybody's done and what they did, just in the postseason, it's unbelievable to kids that stepped up and played some excellent ball. So for fear of leaving somebody out, I wouldn't want to get started in that. But Larry, it's been a lot of fun for me to be with you and the Channel 30 crew as always. I appreciate them giving me the opportunity to be with you all during the playoff action and through the district tournament and the regional tournaments and now into the state tournaments. And it's been a real pleasure for me to be along and be a part of this.
Well, Mark, if I had my choice, you'd be here. If things were where you could be here, you would be here every time that I do anything on Channel 30, because I enjoy working with you so much. And you're going to be doing baseball here. You're not going to get much vacation. You're going to be starting into baseball probably Tuesday if the weather allows.
Maybe perhaps by the time this is replayed, if the weather allows, Blue Devils will have a baseball game maybe under their belts. Of course, we have no way of knowing what the weather's going to present this time of year. It's tough to get baseball started, but some of these same basketball Blue Devils you've seen out here all season are going to be playing baseball. Chris Peters, I'm sure, will be out there. David Jones, I understand, is coming to the baseball diamond, and Robbie Worley will be there, and who else may I have left out? Not sure. I know for a fact those guys will be out there. So, because basketball season's over with, the sports season at Gate City High School still goes on. We've got spring track, we've got baseball, we've got girls softball. Get out and support those kids. Help support those programs. Coach Stan Rogers has an opportunity, I think a good opportunity to have a good baseball team this year, and maybe be able to win that Highlands District and get into the regional playoffs for baseball. And I know Coach Hugh Godsey has got a good girls softball team returning. Sure. And Gate City's track program is always right up there every year, and we send a lot of kids to state and track, and I'm sure that's going to continue. So be sure and get out, support these kids, support the Blue Devil program. These spring sports especially need your support. We can't really say that enough. That's how much spring sports really needs the support of all the community and the fans. But when you get a chance to see these, see one of these kids that's played on this basketball team, hey, give them a hug or a pat on the back. They've had a big season. They deserve it.
Yeah, tell them how much you appreciate what they've done for the little town of Gate City.
Yeah, and for what they've done for the basketball program at Gate City High School.
Yes. Mark, we kind of held on here long enough, but I think it's good. I think it's good that Clayton was able to get the celebration of Salem on our film. That'll be something that future Blue Devils might be able to look back at and say, this is the way you handle it when you win.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's also the way you handle it when you lose. When you lose. A class act. But to stay within 3 points, they can look back on this and say, hey, this is where you want to be. This ain't the outcome you want to have.
Right. Well, for Mark Blanton, this is Larry Shelton. We're going to sign off from the Scope in Norton.